Hello, folks. Welcome back to another episode of Prices Are Too High. Hold on, folks. Hold on. Hold on a second, everybody. Oh, man. 1 second. 1 second. All right. I'm sorry about that. I'm just busy trying to do something. Good to see everybody. Good morning to you guys. Hello, Darlene. Good to see you. How you doing? Uh, this morning, having so much anxiety from you know, thinking about the election, but I don't even want to talk about it right now because I don't need no anxiety. I want to get through this podcast. I think we're going to do a walk and talk podcast this morning. I think we'll do that this morning. So we'll do a walk and talk podcast. Hey, Darlene. Hey, Gabrielle. Good to see you guys. How you doing? Yeah, I know. This is why I don't get into politics. I don't get into it. But please, like right now, I really don't want to know the results. I really don't care to know. So I just want to get through this podcast. And I want to get through this podcast and, you know, so that way I can go on to work and get started about it. Hold on, folks. Hold on, everybody. I'll wait for everybody to come in. We have 4 people in the house. Thank you all so much for joining. I appreciate you guys so much. Um, I'm streaming through the YouTube app because, you know, what would you call it? I just, what you call it? Since I can't play my intro on the, sorry about that. Since I can't play my intro on here, so what I did was I just point my phone towards my iPad and just, you know, play my intro there. But good to see everybody in here. How's everybody in here? Good morning, good morning. We're gonna go outside, everybody. I'm sorry. Cause I have to be to work in 45 minutes. So we'll just make this a walk and talk podcast, everybody. Good to see everybody. The topic for today's podcast is beggars. How annoying can they be? Yes. We're going to talk about that in just a second. We have 4 people in here. Thank you all for joining. I appreciate you guys for being in here. Thank you all so much for joining. Thank you all for tuning in. Busy getting ready for work, but wish I didn't have work. But I didn't feel like waiting until 7 p.m. tonight. So I'm glad I'm getting started right now because everybody gonna be talking about the damn election as the day goes on, and it's just gonna give me so much anxiety. I'm glad I decided to do this podcast right now. I haven't even checked the election results yet, so I'm not even doing that until probably the middle of the day. Give me 1 second, folks. 1 second, everybody. Thank you all for your patience. Thank you for your patience. Okay, let's wait till we get outside first. Sorry, busy. Out and about. There it is outside. All right. Okay, everybody. Oh, the time, at least. And for those that voted early, thank you so much for casting your vote, everybody. But yeah, let's get to the topic. The topic for today's episode is beggars. How annoying can they be? Now, I have a lot to say about this. I really have a hell of a lot to say about beggars. Beggars. They're always begging. Oh, can I get $1? Can you spare $1? Can you spare a change? Can you do this? Can you do that for me? Da 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 da. But can't express how annoying that really is because every single time, seen on the trains, the streets, even sometimes on the bus. Even sometimes you see on the bus. So it's just kind of annoying because, like, reason why I picked this topic because I wanted to pick this topic because I figured this would be a good subject to really talk about for this morning's podcast. And you know, living in New York, we deal with it all the time. We deal with it all the freaking time. People just constantly begging for money and this and that. And to me, it's it's kind of annoying, you know. All the time we deal with it. So, but let me know what your thoughts in the section. Like for example, back when we was down in Miami, you see where I can walk to. It's a nice sunny morning. Look, everybody, nice sunny Wednesday. But yeah, yeah, cause what was it when me back when I was in Miami? I'm gonna give an example. So back when I was in Miami, there was this one dude just asking for money, and I'm cause I'm like, cause I was telling my friend, I was like, listen, we ain't got money to give to every freaking body. Times are hard right now. Like times are just freaking hard right now. And you really expect people to give y'all money? Are y'all serious right now? Like, come on. Times are hard as hell. Like, I don't understand at all. Now, one thing I do applaud is that when you see performances here in New York City, they're not asking for money. They're working for it. See, there's a difference between working for something and just asking, just begging. Like, it doesn't make absolutely no sense at all. So, Darlene says the other day I was sitting in my car, was trying to count out my money for parking. A guy walks up and stands not far away and was staring. I shook my head no. He still kept standing there. I finally waved him off. I'm not going to sit there counting my money with someone staring, watching. Yeah, I'm so sorry that happened to you, Darlene. Like, that's just so weird. Honestly, that's just freaking weird. Sorry about that, the truck. That's just so weird, Darlene. Like, why was he? I don't understand what will make him feel like, oh, him staring at you is gonna get him anywhere. Like, I don't understand that part. I don't understand that at all. But I don't know. It is what it is. It's just how some people are. But you deal with people in New York City all the time. Sorry about that. The guy with the damn blower. We deal with people like that all the time. You know, all the freaking time. Period. Deal with people like that all the time. They constantly begging for money. Even on the subways is worse. So at work, I have to deal with that all the time. And I work out here, work outside. Gotta deal with somebody. Oh, can you spare a dollar? Can you spare this? Can you spare that? Sometimes it just be so damn annoying. It be so annoying. Like, come on. It's really annoying. It's really, really, really annoying. Like, sometimes you just get annoyed. I mean, now if you're asking me to go and get you something to eat, that's different. But if you're just asking for money, no, because see, here's the thing though. You don't know where your money is going to. You don't know what that person is going to. You don't know what the hell they're going to do with your money. That's number one. Number two, you don't know that what they're going to spend your money on. And they could be spending your money on a bunch of crap and BS. Because the question is that, like, are you really hungry? You know, like when you go and, because there's plenty of people, I've dealt with a lot of people here in NYC that have asked me, oh, I'm hungry. Can you get me something to eat? Blah, blah. So at times I would be like, okay, like this one situation where I try to help this lady out. So she said she was hungry. She said she needed something to drink. So I try to be nice, try to be kind, and I try to be nice. So then she's trying to get something else. I mean, then she's still asking for money. And I'm like, I just got you something. And she was like, I just want $1. I just want $1. And she was like, oh, I'm just tired of begging. I'm like, whatever, get out of here. That pissed me off so bad. It really made me upset because it's like you try to be nice to somebody, you try to be nice to certain people, and they don't appreciate a damn thing. Now, if somebody does not appreciate what you're trying to do for them, especially if you're just trying to help them out with, even if it's just a sandwich or something, and it's still not enough, just gotta walk away. That's it. Just gotta remember that person's face and never help them out ever again. Because just have to remember how selfish they really was towards you. Let's see. I trolled one person back when he kept asking for $1. I was like, do you have $1 I can have? That's a good one, Gary. Yeah, that's a good way of doing that. I didn't think of it like that, but that's a good way of putting it, Gary. That's a really great way of putting it. People just don't appreciate what you do for them sometimes. Yeah, they don't. So busy being selfish. And a lot of homeless people here, well, here in New York City, a lot of homeless people here, they're high, they're on drugs, so they'll do anything to get the money, to get whatever it takes to get high, drunk, alcohol, whatever the case may be. They'll do whatever it takes. Hey, Robert, good to see you. How you doing? I was asking Darlene W for $1, and she tried to run me over. You're hilarious, Robert. You're so hilarious. Oh, man. But back to what I was saying. In the summertime, I always kept a pack of 24 water bottles in the back of my vehicle and always see people begging at the top of the ramp. I just handed them one when I passed them. Oh, that's awesome, Gary. That's a good way of doing it. That's really, really nice of you of doing that, Gary. Really fantastic of you doing that. But yeah, it's like I feel like sometimes, like when I try to help a person out, it's like they don't show no appreciation. I just feel like they don't care or anything like that. And a lot of times, like, I just feel really stupid sometimes. Sometimes I feel stupid for helping them out, because I try to be nice to this person, and they just don't really appreciate what I really do for them. So that's just my thing. So, I'm only going to help. Let me just say this, though. I'm only going to help those that want to be helped. And I'm only going to help those that I truly feel that's really going to appreciate it. That's really, really going to appreciate it. So that's just what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna help them out. I'm only gonna help those that want to be helped. I think we need to start focusing on more on those that really, really want to be helped. On those that want to be helped, and that will appreciate it in the long run. So we've seen a lot of beggars all over the place. Now, places like in Times Square, you got to be very careful. Times Square is a bit tricky. I'm not saying there are not any beggars there, but people there won't beg, but They're not gonna beg, but they'll try to like. They're more of they'll try to like scam you to get what they want. And a lot of times, what beggars will do is that sometimes they're probably like sometimes they'll like beg or anything. Sometimes they'll beg you the first time, but then after the first time, they see that it's not working, so they'll try to pull some type of. I feel like they'll try to pull some type of manipulation on you. They'll try to pull some kind of trick on you. So, oh, Gary L, hold on. Thank you so much for that, Gary L. Thank you for the $10. I appreciate it, Gary L. Thank you so much. Grab a snack slash while you're out. So, oh, thank you for that, Gary L. I appreciate it. So, thank you for your support. So, if I had the Prism app, I would put my big thank you sign, but I'm using the YouTube app right now. So, but thank you for that. But yes, but as I was saying, like a lot of times they'll beg the first time. If the first time doesn't work, if they can't get what they want out of you the first time, I'm just saying some of them will just keep asking, or they'll try to pull some type of a form of manipulation on you, get what they want. And this is also how I feel too about beggars. Some of them don't know how to take no for an answer. They just don't know how to take no for an answer, because after you didn't told them no or I can't do it, they still want to keep going on. It's all kinds of stuff here. So I think I'm gonna give what am I gonna say? Oh yeah, another one is that I think too. Also, oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna say. But just stay with me, folks. Just stay with me. Oh yeah. Another way is that I just thought about something. Um, like like sometimes I don't know what it is, but like sometimes like I know people are trying to, you know. Oh, thank you, Juanita. I know people are trying to. Sometimes you see people that like they're trying to. You'll see people in the streets. They're trying to sell candy. They're trying to sell wherever it is. This is NYC. Everybody's always trying to sell something. So they're always trying to sell something. So the one thing I hate about some of those people, especially when they are trying to sell candy, even if it's just selling candy. So when they try to sell candy to you, sometimes you tell them no, I'm not interested. I don't want any candy. But then they trying to like shove. I feel like they're trying to like shove in your face. You know, they just be trying to shove it. And it's like, oh, they be like, oh, please, can you just take the candy, blah, blah, blah. I seriously be hating that. I seriously hate that because I already told you no. I don't want the candy. I'm just giving an example. But this is something I've experienced before, especially living here in NYC, you know. But some people don't know how to take no for an answer. Hey, Stephanie Gray, good to see you. How you doing? Good morning to you and happy Wednesday. I hope your morning's off to a great start. I hope it is, Stephanie. Hope you're having a good morning. I hope you had a good election night last night. So I know there's a lot of anxiety with this election. We don't know who's the winner for this election, but I don't even want to talk about that. I just want to get through the podcast. And that's a conversation I could That's a conversation I could talk about on another live stream, but I just want to get through the podcast because I have to be to work in a half an hour. So it's it's hard because some of them is out there panhandling for extra money. Most collect Social Security and other benefits. Yeah, that's true. I definitely agree. Yeah, thanks for that reminder, Juanita. I mean, I understand that, but it's just that the freaky thing that kills me sometimes is that I just hate when people don't know how to take no for an answer. That's all I'm just saying. And especially after you told them no and they want to continue, keep asking you. I just find that pretty crazy. I'm across the street right here, everybody. We'll continue the podcast, everybody. Thank you all for joining. We have 11 people in here. Thank you all so much for watching. Appreciate you guys so much. So far, we have 7 likes. Let's try to get to at least 10 likes at least before the podcast is over. Normally, my podcasts don't really do that well like my regular live streams do, but that's okay. We have we got 17 people in the building. Thank you all for tuning in. I've got chased by a panhandler before. Was weird and scary. Yeah, Stephanie. Yeah, definitely. Um, and I think too, like those type of people give you. I mean, I don't know about everybody, but those type of people give me anxiety. Sometimes they give me anxiety because it's like after I told you no, you still want to keep on, and that's what brings in that anxiety right there. It really brings that anxiety, and I don't like having anxiety. I hate the feeling of it. I was having some this morning, and I just don't like how it makes me feel. So they open the door at McDonald's and expect a tip. Yeah, that's another one. That's another good one right there, Stephanie. Thanks for bringing that up. Yeah, some of them do bring that up. Hey Dan, good morning. Some of them do bring that up. So they definitely bring that up. But some of them do bring that up because um it's like some of now I'm gonna just say this though. Here's another thing about beggars, right? Like some of them will do something nice for you. They'll just be nice for you, and they expect something in return. They like some people though they expect you just because they do something nice for you. They want something in return. It's like, oh well, I'm gonna give a primary example. Um, my dad, you know, every time he did something nice for you, he would have to throw in your face, or he'll have to rub it in about what he did for you, just so you can do something for him. So it's kind of like he'll make it seem like you owe him. You know, that's what I used to have to deal with. So and that's what's how some people are. That's how a lot of people are because they expect you to do something in return for them. And it's like when I see people like that, like it's like what you was mentioning, Stephanie. Like some of them will hold the door for you. I'm like, cause I just beat to myself. I'm like, they volunteered themselves. They volunteered themselves. I didn't ask these people to open a door for me. I can open my own damn door. I can open up my own damn door. Like, I don't need people. I don't need. I don't need nobody to hold the door for me. Like, I'm not. My arms work. My legs work. My whole entire body works. Like, I can do for myself. I'm not. I'm not elderly or old. I'm not disabled to the point where I can't do for myself. Then that'll be a different story. Then yeah, I may need somebody to hold the door for me. But even if I needed somebody to hold the door for me, I don't need no stranger off the street to do it for me. I can get somebody that I know. that can do it for me. Hey, Wisdom, good to see you. Good morning to you. How are you, Wisdom? And guys, we have 19 people on this live stream, and we got 9 likes so far, everybody. Thank you all for tuning in. We're almost at 10 likes. If you are enjoying this wonderful podcast, we're at episode 29. Wow. Episode 29, you guys. This year, well, my very next podcast will be number 30. I've done almost 30 podcasts so far this year. Almost 30 podcasts. That's really amazing. Almost 30 of them. Long story short, there was this guy outside of my friend's cafe that picks up garbage outside of his cafe almost every day. My friend gives him a job as a dishwasher and turn his life around. Oh, that's really fantastic, Gary. That is super fantastic. That's seriously fantastic. But thanks for sharing that in the chat, Gary. Thank you for that. Yeah, Dan, we're not talking about that guy. I don't even want to talk about him. But I'm not saying anything because I don't want to bring nobody's anxiety up. We'll just find out for ourselves, and then, if I want to talk trash about him another day or on another stream, I'll do that. Because this is my live stream. I can say wherever the hell I want about any damn body. I don't care. Anybody I don't like, I'm going to just say. But good to see you, Wisdom. How are you? Good morning to you. Time is 8:41. Good thing I'm doing this vertical. At least I can see the time. But if I do this through Prism, I can't see the time. That's the thing. So I think in order for me to do this through Prism, if I want to do my podcast through Prism, I have to be in my house, or I have to have a watch on me. Either way. Good morning to you, M-Wall. How are you? Good morning, M-Wall. Good morning. How are you? Thank you for tuning in. I know it's pretty early for you, M-Wall. It's probably like 4:42 in the morning where you're at, M-Wall. Oh, Patrick NY. Look who it is. Patrick, good to see you. How you doing, Patrick? How are you? Good to see you. Just in time for my morning podcast. Good to see you, Patrick NY. We have 18 people in the house. Guys, if you are enjoying this morning podcast for anyone that just came in, please be sure to hit that like button, everybody. And if you want more content from the channel, we do a lot on this channel. All right, I do a lot on this channel. I do a podcast. I cover events, parades, and all that kinds of stuff. So if you're new to the channel and you want to see more content on this channel, please give this channel a subscribe. We're almost at 2.41 thousand subscribers. I'm good, happy. I call you. Oh, it's 5:42 in the morning. I thought it was 4 something in the morning from where you're at, M1. I don't know why I even thought that. So, all right. Hold on, let me get past this noise first, and then I'll continue talking. So it's 8:43 now, so I'll be on here for another 10 minutes, I would say. Yeah, I know it's a 3-hour difference. I know you're on the West Coast. It's super early for you, N-Wall, but I just chose to use the YouTube app because if I do Prism, then not everybody is going to get the notification. I see that 21 people are in here already, which is fantastic. Wow, I'm really surprised. I did not think I would get this many people this early. But yeah, so for anyone that just came in here, we're talking about beggars. We've been talking about beggars. New York City, we have people that beg all over the place. We have beggars all over the place. People all over the place that beg for food, beg for money, anything. And I feel like this was a really great topic to really talk about in this morning's podcast as well. So I don't know about other places. I just know about NYC. So I'm only going to talk about NYC as well. So, but if you guys have any thoughts um, that you would like to share, or your experiences, like if you had an experience with a beggar, which was good or bad, just type in the chat and just let me know what you guys think about it. I'd like to hear everybody's thoughts. Today's a beautiful, beautiful sunny day outside. Good day to be out and about. So yeah, so we'll be on for another 10 minutes. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna say, what my last thoughts are. I'll walk down this way. It's 8:45 right now. Oh yeah, just thought about something. Um, so yeah, so I think what was it? There was this one time. Um, Actually, I thought about two more things actually. So actually, there was actually this one time. I was at the corner store, right? I was at the corner store, and there was this guy. Um, he was asking me for food at the corner store. So I try to be nice, you know. I went and actually he was asking me for water actually. So I got him. So I went to the store and I got him some water. And see, here's the sneaky part. Here's the sneaky part, folks. Here's the sneaky part. Hey, Dave. Good morning to you. How are you? See, here's the sneaky part about that. So here's the trick part. So as I was trying to get him water, this guy goes over to the section and he tries to pick up a beer. So I'm like, no, I'm not buying that. So, no, I'm not buying you no alcohol. So you got to be very careful with stuff like that. So you got to be very, very careful with stuff like that. Because if you, like, if they're asking for food, make sure you buy exactly what they asked for, period. If they ask for water, buy them water. If they ask for food, buy them food. You know, and I've also learned too, like, not to give these people your money. Don't give these people your money because they're going to take your money and do what the heck they want with it. So that's another thing I learned. Don't give them your money. If they want food, buy them something to eat and just go on about your day. Because the last thing you want is, and someone told me this too a long time ago, be careful of who you give your money to. Yeah. Be careful of who you give your money to. I'd rather buy them food. I'd rather buy food than hand them money. Exactly. I'm the same way nowadays. Because a lot of them, I understand they're homeless and they don't have a home. And I understand times is hard. I really understand that times are difficult. But just gotta be like, you gotta really be careful of who you give your money to. You know, I'm the same way nowadays, Patrick. I used to give I'd be like, here's $10 to buy you something to eat. But there was this one time this dude was pretending like, oh, you know, this dude was pretending like, oh, I'm homeless, you know, I need some money. Stupid enough to fall for the trick. Gave him some money. I just saw him just standing there. So it's just crazy. And there was one more thing that was on my mind, but I forgot what it was that I wanted to share. Hey, Dave. Good morning to you. How you doing, Dave? Yes, buy them something. They normally turn the food down because someone wants to buy alcohol and drugs. Yeah, exactly, Ronnie. That's normally the case right there. So That's definitely really normally the case. So I'm like, I ain't got time for the BS. Like, listen, you either gonna buy where you're either gonna take, you either gonna take wherever the hell I buy you, or just go on about your business, or leave me the hell alone. That's it. That's just how I feel. I've gotten to the point I just ignore them. Yeah, majority of the time, Dave, I do ignore them because I just can't. I'm just not falling for the BS. I'm not falling for it because you don't know you don't know what their intentions are. You don't know what they're trying to do. You don't know what they're trying to do or anything like that. You don't know if they're gonna try to scam you. And NYC is full of scams. It's definitely full of damn scams. So it's full of scams. So I was on a bus on 6th Avenue and a guy on crutches was begging for money. Well, I guess his shift was over and then he pulled both he he put both crutches in one hand and walked away. It's crazy. I'm gonna give another example. Thank you for that, Patrick. Thank you. I'm gonna give another example. Guys, we have 21 people in here. We have 16 likes. Let's try to get to 20 before the podcast is over. Let's just try and do that to everybody. We got about 4 more likes until we get to 20 likes. It's not gonna be a long podcast because I have to go to work. So I think my next podcast, everybody, will be on Wednesday, November the 27th. So that'll be my very next podcast. I'm planning. I think that would be perfect timing. That'll be a perfect day to do my podcast because that Wednesday I'm off and I have the whole day to myself. So I have the whole entire day to myself. So that'll be the very next time. I will do another episode of Prices Are Too High. So, and I'll be episode 30. We'll be at episode 30 at the very next episode. So I can definitely stay on longer. I think the next topic, we'll just talk about Thanksgiving, the holiday season, Christmas, Black Friday, Cyber Monday. We'll talk about all of that. And what scams to avoid and all of that stuff. So that'll be a lot to really talk about. So I'm gonna save all that for that Wednesday. The last Wednesday in November will be the very next episode of the podcast. Hey Cleo, good morning to you. How are you? But yeah, as I was saying, it's 8:52 now, so a few more minutes. I'm gonna give my last few thoughts on this, and then we'll close out today's podcast. Hope everybody enjoyed it. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna say. It was something on my mind I wanted to say, but I got it. Like, there was this one time I was on the 7 train. One time I was on the number 7 train going back into Manhattan. There was this dude asking for money. So the guy gave him money. He just gave him some change. So it wasn't a lot. And the guy was like, he took the change, right? The change that the guy was begging for. The guy gave him, the beggar. The beggar took the change and put it back in the guy's hand that gave him the change. And he was like, oh, well, this isn't enough, blah, blah, blah. What? That was one of the most selfish things I've ever seen in my life. I'm like, this dude is trying to help you out. And it's not enough? Are y'all kidding me? I mean, are you kidding me? This world has become very, very selfish. So damn selfish. That's how selfish this world has really became. Honestly. Something is wrong with this generation. And I'm going to share my one last thought here. Trying to remember. Yep. I had one character asking me for a 5 spot. What? That's crazy, Emil. That's really, really crazy. Yeah, they looking for dollars. Oh, I'm gonna share one last thing with you guys, and we'll close out today's podcast. Everybody, hope everybody enjoyed this morning's podcast. So, I think was it. Oh, another thing I hate too. Honestly, another thing I freaking hate too, is that. Like every time I go into McDonald's, Burger King, or if I go to the corner store, if I'm trying to get food, people in line be trying to get food, right? And here come the beggars. So now they want to beg people in line for food. So that just annoys the F out of me. And it's like they know people about to go and spend money. Like it's like you want me to spend money on your dumb ass too? Are you kidding me? Like I'm just trying to buy food. That's it. I'm just trying to get what I need and go. I don't need the BS. I really don't freaking need it. And it just pisses me off, folks. It really upsets me. Like I really find that so damn annoying. It's like these people know what they are doing. They honestly know what the hell they are doing. Yeah, so they know exactly what they are doing. It's like, really? And I'm gonna just share one last thing, and then I'm gonna hop off. And we'll close out today's podcast. So there was also this one time I was at the vendor. I was trying to get a breakfast sandwich, and the guy was asking me for food. So I was like, all right, I'll go and I'll get you something to eat. All right. I was like, all right. So what is it that you want? And he was like, oh, I want to go to McDonald's. And I'm like, McDonald's? I'm not going all the way to McDonald's. Now to remind you, McDonald's is like up the street from my house. I am not walking 5 blocks to McDonald's just so you can get McDonald's. And no, she's not in here. She's not in here, Dan. She's not here. I'm not walking 5 blocks to McDonald's, period, point blank. I'm not doing it. I'm not going all the way to McDonald's. You either buy... Because I was like, listen, I'm buying this food right here. This food right here, you want me to go 5 blocks to McDonald's? And to remind you, I have work in a few minutes. So my shift is getting ready to start. I have work in a couple of minutes. I'm not going all the way back to McDonald's. I'm not walking to McDonald's. That's too doggone much. See, this is the part that I hate about beggars. You try to help them out, and majority of them, they just want to sit there and be picky. They want to be picky about what they want. Like, listen, if you hungry, you're gonna take whatever the hell I buy you. That's it. You're gonna take whatever I can buy you. That's it, period. There's no and, if, or buts or about it. Just imagine if those coin parking meters still existed in today's society. Oh, well, here's one right here, Gary. Hold on, I'm gonna show you. Is this what you're talking about, Gary? There's still one right. Well, this one right there. Wait, does it take coins? Oh, it does. Yeah, it still exists, Gary. They just upgraded the machines. There's still a few left. There's still a few left in Cleveland, Gary. Oh, the old school ones. Oh, well, I never used those, Gary, because I never had a car before. I live in New York City, so I never had a car. But I can't imagine the anxiety of having a car. But it's a lot more work. Having a car in New York City I feel like it's way more work than public transportation. Beggars can't be choosers. Be thankful for what we give you. Exactly, Patrick. Exactly. Absolutely, Patrick. 100%. Um, so it's 8:59 right now. My shift is getting ready to start. Everybody gotta get ready. Well, good thing I'm already outside, so I don't have to rush to come to work. I'm glad I decided to do walk and talk. Um, I feel like we can. I feel like we could do. I feel like I can do a part two or another episode on this topic in the future for the podcast if we have more time. I probably could stay for an hour if I have more time, but I don't. But it's just what it is. I'm happy everybody enjoyed this morning's podcast. We have 18 people watching and 18 likes, so we're almost at 20 likes. Everybody, if you enjoyed this morning's podcast, don't forget to give this podcast a like. I hope everybody enjoyed it as well. Stay tuned, everybody. I know there's gonna be a lot of back and forth and BS with this whole stupid election. I have a gut feeling that the election is not really gonna be what we wanted it to be, but it's just what it is. I even prayed on it this morning, so hoping that God answers my prayer. So, because I did the same thing 4 years ago, and he definitely answered my prayer. But yeah. But it's 9:01, folks, so I have to get going, everybody. Thank you, Cleo. Appreciate it. Tomorrow I will be back on, everybody. Yeah, I will be back on tomorrow, everybody. Tomorrow I'm gonna do another vertical live stream because tomorrow I will do a live stream at the dive bar. So we'll just do a nice talk. We'll have some Sunny D's. We'll have some Sunny D's tomorrow, and we'll just chill. Tomorrow I'm only gonna be on for an hour because I don't have that much time tomorrow. Also, because I gotta go do something in the afternoon tomorrow. But after tomorrow, I will be back on Saturday night, everybody. Saturday night, folks, I'm going to be doing another live stream on the NYC Ferry. So we're going to do it nighttime edition. So I hope everybody, I hope everybody enjoyed today's podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. Appreciate your support, everybody. But anyways, folks, going to hop off. Got 19 likes so far. Thank you for that. We're almost at 20. I'll probably be at 20 likes by the end of the day or a little later, but we'll see. But yeah, you guys. Anyways, folks, you guys, thank you guys for tuning into this morning's podcast. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Take care, everybody, and thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Your support is deeply general. Don't let this whole mess with the election get to your head. I mean, it's just what it is. I feel like it's a bunch of BS. I feel like there's going to be a lot of BS behind whatever the hell the results are. Anyways, you guys, you take care. Have a good Wednesday, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, folks. Have a good day.